Do you need a new part made and your current supplier just isn't meeting the standard? Or maybe it's a new project and you need access to all sorts of new ideas. Hi, I'm Hardy Spence with Ash Industries, and we're the molding experts.
Now this is where the molding magic happens. We have 19 injection molding presses ranging from 30 tons on the small end all the way up to 850 tons.
We're specialists in injection molding, and that's been true for about 30 years. We've molded almost every type of thermoplastic you can imagine. Everything from the commodity plastics, polyethylene and polypropylene, all the way up to the most expensive glass and graphite filled peak that you can imagine.
We do specialize in high volume parts for certain customers. We'll make you high cavity molds. We have 64 cavity molds running. We can get up to 4 or 5 million parts a month if that's what you need.
We mold everything from micro parts to 25-pound structural components. So our engineering team and molding team can make about anything that you can imagine.
Ash Industries has cut its teeth on the difficult to do projects, the projects that are critical for medical or electronic or Department of Defense development, and it's a lot of fun. It's kind of cool to make a part that other people aren't even willing to touch.
Metal injection molding most times is actually used for our medical customers and gun part customers. MIM is used whenever you have a very complex part that takes a long time to machine. MIM takes a lot of that complexity and puts it in a mold, and so your mold is built one time and you're able to make that same complexity over and over again.
Metal injection molding is so neat. It makes the impossible possible. Here's a fairly complex sighting system. To machine this would be extraordinarily expensive. To cast it would leave you all sorts of machining that had to be done afterwards. But metal injection molding, no problem. We can mold the net shape in the part, and after sintering, the part is 100% stainless steel and perfect for the application. At Ash Industries, one of the tools we use is a well-equipped clean room to manufacture parts that are critical to medical components. We control the particulate count so that the parts we deliver to the customers is ready for assembly or immediately ready for sterilization.
Behind me is our ultra high precision silicone injection molding machine.
There are many different ways to process silicone. At Ash Industries, we focus on liquid injection molding.
Silicone offers a high durability, high heat resistance, and it's biocompatible.
Silicone is a wonderful material with many very strange properties, but it's different than thermoplastic. It's a thermoset, which means you take two components, an A component and a B component, which are combined inside of a chilled system, mixed thoroughly. They remain inert until the silicone is pumped into a heated mold. The heat activates the silicone, and the two materials become one in an irreversible process that offers incredible properties. So silicone can be useful in a number of applications where you need incredible elongation and break. In other words, it stretches. But silicone is also practically impervious to chemicals, to body fluids.
We're standing in an ISO Class 7 clean room. We mold all sorts of medical parts. Some are implanted into the human body, and it is absolutely critical we mold them in an environment like this.
And we make silicone parts of all types. We make seals and buckles. We make specialized parts for surgical equipment. Silicone can be the joiner between two pieces of metal. Silicone can be the interface between two pieces of thermoplastic. It's hard to beat silicone. So we are big on rotational molding at Ash Industries. And this is an incredible mold that's 8 cavities at once. Rotational molding can make all sorts of incredible products. Hollow things, vessels, containers, gas tanks, floats. See, rotational molding is a low pressure process, which means we are not shooting plastic under pressure. In fact, there is no pressure. In a low pressure process, your tooling does not have to be as substantial. The plastic is already inside the mold and coats the inside of that mold. You're really only limited by the size of your machine. At Ash Industries, we have some machines that can mold parts that are up to 18 feet long.
I'm the owner of Leslie Lightcraft Company. We make these paddle boards, and we had originally done some rotomolding in California, and we weren't happy at all. It came out kind of dull, and there were some issues with it, and they weren't responsive. We were desperate to find something of more quality. So thank the Lord we found Ash. The attention to detail has been absolutely superb. The working through of the problems has been thorough. The quality is outstanding. We're just thrilled.
We're able to overmold things from this large to this small. Overmolding is not just for cosmetics like this part here.
So this is an AR-15 handle that we do, and we actually make both of these parts. This plastic substrate is a part that we have a mold for, and then we take it and put it into another mold where this TPE is overmolded onto the outside. You're left with a finished product that has a good rubber texture grip, but has the sturdiness of a glass-filled ABS.
Overmolding can help add integrity. This part, because it was overmolded, is twice as strong as it would have been.
At the heart of every injection molding operation is the mold. We have the Overmold program. We can take your mold from any other plant and any other operation and make it run in our system. We can do that because we have in-house tooling and machining expertise.
So normally what we can do is we'll start an actual design process for you, and we can do that in-house. The customer comes in and says, hey, before I get started on high volume, I need to test this part first, but I don't want to spend $50,000, $60,000 on that high volume mold. So what we can do is get you into our Supermold program and get you started on that one cavity, a part that has a basic open and closed features and fits within a 2-inch radius by 2-inch tall cylinder. Then we can have a basic price for you, $4,900. We can get that finished and parts to you in 10 days. These are real injection molded parts with real tooling, P20 steel or better.
This is one of the Ash Industries tool rooms. This is where all the exciting things happen. The engineers, the technicians, the mold makers, they're all getting together to create the new developments in molds, 7-axis Swiss lathe, secondary processing, and a lot of other exciting developments. That way we walk right out of the tool room with your mold and we take it into production and we make parts. We're reducing lead times and the cost to bring molds to you as quick as possible. Molds with a lifetime guarantee. I started Ash Industries 4 years after graduating from the Massachusetts Institute of Technology and Electrical Engineering, also known as 6-1. I've always loved engineering, in manufacturing, making things and figuring out how they work. Ash Industries has been a 31-year odyssey of joy and a fulfillment of my love. We have an incredible pool of talent in engineering, quality assurance, tooling, and manufacturing. In the last 4 years, 3 of my sons with engineering degrees have joined Ash Industries in making a valuable contribution to our growth, success, and the next generation of expansion.
Ash Industries is a company built on engineering.
We help you from your design, and we go through the design for manufacturing analysis process to make your product ready for injection molding. We work with hundreds of different materials, and so we use a scientific process that actually stays the same across the entire board. That way we can have consistency from material to material and from mold to mold.
Ash is fortunate. We have good relationships with our vendors, and in a lot of cases, we're able to find alternatives for the materials we need during this time of shortage. We'll do our best to make sure that we stay on time and on target to make the parts you need. We're continuing to expand Ash's manufacturing capability. We're in the process of completing a 10,000 square foot facility that will be followed by an expansion of our existing ISO Class 7 clean room and completion of the ISO 1345 certification. Additionally, we will be doubling the manufacturing space here at Ash Industries. Ash intends to be relevant to you and to make things happen. Please come and visit Ash Industries. We'd love to share the unique nature of South Louisiana culture and the joy, openness, and friendliness of our company. In addition, we'd like to talk to you about the possibilities of how Ash Industries may serve your company's needs. We have a unique blend of engineering talent and capability and can benefit your company's projects as you expand into the future.